no fear. How about no sense?
Well, she may have the sense not clear out of her in a minute. Jessicka Havok, such a mean streak since hooking up with JT Lightning. And you got to throw in Tracy Smothers and the Munchies in that same category. They all flock together.
I'll tell you what, that is some fine, fine company to be a part of right there. You wouldn't know anything about it. I can tell you about it later after the show's over.
I'm glad to admit that. Collar and elbow tie-up.
There's a power. There's a classic example of power right there.
Jessicka Havok may or may not be the harlot that JT Lightning once associated himself with, but certainly some very incredible in-ring credentials.
Well, that's right. Now, don't forget that not only is she an executive bodyguard, she is a fine wrestler in her own right. She is not just a hired muscle out there.
Why does JT Lightning need a bodyguard to begin with?
JT Lightning, okay, let me tell you something about JT Lightning real quick. It's one thing, okay? It's one thing when some guy or two guys, three guys, four guys come walking up to you, think they're tough, and challenge JT Lightning. He can handle himself against four guys.
I'm sure he can.
But the problem is he's got to fight off all the women. These women, these female admirers that are always flocking to, oh, JT Lightning, give me an autograph, JT Lightning, oh, making a big deal. JT Lightning doesn't need that in his life. Let me tell you something, this man is all about business. He is all about the professional wrestling game and does not need female fans bothering him. That is why he needs a bodyguard.
Are we talking about the same JT Lightning?
Yes, we are. We are talking about JT Lightning, 1/3 of the six-man champions of the world.
It must be somebody else. Havok, handful of hair, double handful of hair, ramming the back of her head right into that canvas. Has Jessicka Havok been going on these international tours with Lightning and the Munchies, helping them defend the six-man titles? Wink, wink.
Well, when you go down to Dallas, Texas to wrestle the Von Erichs for the six-man championship. Now, the Von Erichs, they are chomping at the bit to get those belts back. They want that championship back down in the state of Texas. So they definitely have to bring bodyguards because, you know, the fans there in Texas, they're pretty rowdy. They're pretty crazy. You definitely have to have a bodyguard when you go down there. Now, look at this.
Cameraman zoom it, camel clutch fully cinched in. Check out the bend of the body of Sassy Stephie.
I'll tell you what, I heard stories that Sassy Stephie could bend that way before, but Jessicka Havok is making sure she's bending that way now.
Will you be nice?
I'm very nice, just ask anybody.
I apologize once again for the comments of Mr. Scott as Havok continues to bend away at the body of the much smaller Sassy Stephie, who's clearly outmatched, and really, you can say that about just about any of the female competitors past or present here in Cleveland All Pro Wrestling. Jessicka Havok is just too big and dominating of a presence.
That's right, and I'll tell you what else about Jessicka Havok. She is making an example out of Sassy Stephie right now. She is sending a message to the Board of Governors that she wants better competition. And who is going to step up to the plate, I ask you, in the women's division? Who is going to step up to the plate and prove that Jessicka Havok wrong when she says she is the best?
Great side slam. I don't know of many men that would want to step up and face Jessicka Havok. Near fall, says Bobby Potter.
I'll tell you what, I'll step up and face Jessicka Havok anytime, if you know what I mean. But it's not about that. Who can defeat this woman in the ring?
That remains to be seen. I don't know if there's anybody that's able to have any sort of success over Jessicka Havok.
Look at this great shot by our crack camera squad out here, just putting the punishment on this younger, much smaller competitor, Sassy Stephie.
Blatant choke in the ropes.
Bobby Potter should do Sassy Stephie a big favor right now and throw in the towel and end this matchup.
Well, I don't think Sassy Stephie's that kind of competitor. She wouldn't have signed on for this match if she wasn't fully prepared for what she'd be in for.
She is in grave danger right now. She is in grave danger of being permanently injured at the hands of Jessicka Havok.
It doesn't happen often, but in this case, I will agree with you. Havok just continues to bend Stephie's body over these ropes, choking away, grinding away at her. Nothing pretty about this.
No, this is just abuse. Abuse and brutality right here.
Also illegal abuse since it's in the ropes. Cover, 2, and no. Stephie still kicks out. I will give credit to her. A lot of fight in this youngster.
Well, you got to know when to pick and choose your battles. And
Watch out. Roll up. No, couldn't get her. Might have taken every bit of energy she had left in her to get that roll up, but it just was not enough to put away Havok.
Sassy Stephie keeps kicking out of these pin attempts by Jessicka Havok, only to keep suffering more abuse.
Cross body here, Stephie didn't get a lot of height, but she got a near fall.
Almost a 3 count. Would have been perhaps the biggest upset here to date on Sports Time Ohio.
Only got one leg up that time with the drop kick.
I've known her to get both legs up. 2 count only, says referee Bobby Potter.
It's Jamie Scott, care of Sports Time Ohio, Cleveland All Pro Wrestling.
Jessicka Havok's just about had enough.
Oh.
I think she's getting ready to finish this one off.
DDT spikes her. Nighty-night for Miss Stephie.
Your winner, Jessicka